Let me give you a dose of reality. Now, this dose of reality is not only for you, but for me as well. What do you think is the maximum salary you can earn per month? Okay, simple question. What's the maximum salary you can earn per month? Or if you're running a business, what do you think is the maximum you can earn per month, minus the expense? And if you take salary as well as your business revenue, minus the expense, business expense, personal expense, what are you left with? Now, if you are a frugal person, if you're very disciplined, if you don't spend for anything crazy, yeah, you might have, say, 50% of your salary as savings. Okay? But then when you factor in expenses, inflation, cost of living, obviously the purchasing power comes down. But then comes a very shocking, very, very painful realization. When you start getting older, your ability to take risks come down. Your ability or your hopes to get a big position, to grow, they start to diminish. And you come face to face with the reality, hey man, I'm getting old, man. Now there are limited opportunities for me, for the salary I'm looking, for the position I'm looking. And if by a certain age, you do not cross a certain stage, then you're jacked. Like for example, if by 40 you have not reached a senior level position, the chances of you getting a senior level position after 45 or 50 is either non-existent, or you have to be really lucky. And even if they do offer you a senior level position, it'll be a struggle for you to find such a position and find such a package. Have people done it? Yes. Have I had clients who have done it? Yes. The one I can think of right now, one guy's name is Ravi. It took him, I think, close to 10 years. Just imagine 10 years for him to overcome the slab, the salary that he was on, to the next level, 40% higher. It took him 10 years of job searching, 10 years. Indian based in Dubai. Well, not everyone has such a long drawn out waiting period. A female who is also my client, she was earning, let's say, I'll give you a rough figure. She was earning 60,000 per month in dirhams. Okay. Then she lost her job because the company closed down the division. And then from 60,000, she was searching for a better job, better salary. Took her nearly 6 months. She managed to get something, but it was not the same 65,000 or 60,000. It was slightly lower, I think 52, 53, but with lots of perks and benefits. So she was okay with it. Less stress, 5 days a week compared to the previous one, which was, I think, 5.5 or 6 days. So less stress, more benefits, less salary, more or less the same. But obviously she was not happy with that. She wanted something more. So we brainstormed and worked on it. And eventually she started her own business, okay, where she is offering her services as a consultant. And now she's making, that is before paying all the expenses, she's making 100,000. Okay, 100,000 bucks. If she were to save savings after expense, she is getting something around 20,000, say 20 to 15,000. So that's additional income. Another success story, just like her, again female. But this female took a bigger risk, much bigger risk. She already had a job. She took in terms of interior designing. And she's actually saving. saving 100 grand, 100,000 dirhams more per month. Now, these are all people in their 50s and going to be moving towards their 60s. But now, are they situations and cases whereby people have failed? Okay, I'll give you a couple of them. Both clients and people I know. This guy wanted to start a business because he wanted to earn more, which is understandable. And lo and behold, he decided he'll start a cafeteria business. I guess maybe because he was South Indian, he thought cafeteria business is what he can do. He got people from South India, from his village, got some of his relatives who were not very educated or well off to work. Decent joint. He didn't spend too much money. He put around initial $500,000, okay, investment into small area. Well, now he's struggling. It's not working out at all. In fact, he is constantly hemorrhaging cash. And he is literally decided to close it down because every month he's losing money. Losing money from his savings. And this business, whatever money it's generating, is not able to cover even its own expense. So he has to close it down. And after closing it down doesn't mean the expenses stop. He has to clear off all the debts and everything else. And obviously the business is a write-off. Who will buy? Okay, so that was one. Another one was the guy got into a partnership with his own brother, cousin, I think. When he approached me, I told him it's a very bad idea. Don't get into business with your relatives. But when a person wants to do something, they do it. I can only advise, right? So I went into a business. Well, a couple of months down the line, egos started to clash. The wives started to fight because everyone was involved. And they had to part ways. So they asked for their money back. And that went into a legal drama almost. He lost. He lost, I think, 280,000 dirhams. 280,000. It's not small money, man. He lost that money. It's gone. And when chatting with me, he's like, if only I'd kept that money without doing all this circus. Well. And then there are people who take a risk to get a better job, better salary, better position. And only to realize that this new job is not what it seems to be. Instead of getting paid the salaries on time, like they come to me, we outline a strategy how to get a better paying job. We work hard towards it, 6 months, 1 year. Finally, they get the job, they clear the interview. But then, after you clear the interview, you have to start performing, right? And when you join a new company, there's a different culture, different, dynamics, different political climate. Egos are there. So the person found, the person started to say, I'm missing my old job. Even though salary was less, I had more peace of mind. Here, I'm under constant stress, pressure, and I really want to resign. It's so bad. The person actually wants to resign. But now what do? You're at that stage of your life where you can't keep changing jobs. So, and then there's a final category of people whom sometimes I coach and consult. They have crossed their 40s. Now they are in their 50s and going to move towards 60s. And the question they're asking, what can I do to earn more money? Now, who doesn't want to earn more money? Everyone does. People want to try online, offline, real business, e-commerce store, virtual business. They want to try their risk with investing, hoping some boom like cryptocurrency. I put 1,000, I got 10,000. Everyone wants to make money. Are there people who made money? 100%. People who put early on into crypto before the boom, the influencers, the people, they put 1,000, they got 10,000 back. Very happy. But it all depends on who exit before the crash. There are plenty of people who stayed hoping to make, who doesn't want to make more money? You think if you put 1,000 and you got 10,000, then you put 10,000, you got 100,000, you put 100,000, you got 1,000,000. You think you're ever going to stop? No. You'll be like, if I put 1 million, I'll get 10 million. If I put 10 million, I'll get 100 million. You'll never want to stop, because you'll be like, sheesh man, what if I put 100 million becomes 200 million? What if I put 200 and 300 million? Where am I ready to give up that 100 million extra? So they keep putting. There are some smart people who say, okay, I will get my initial investment back. This profit I'll put inside. Yeah, there are smart people like that. And either they make it or they lose it. If they made it, great. But if they lost it, you'll have to live with the pain. And that pain is not a very nice feeling. So now, after all this, after trying all these stunts, the question is, what else can you do? Seriously, what else can you do? Can you change your job? Can you try one last time to get a bigger paying job, a bigger salary? Can you think of running a business and hoping that it will run well? Maybe you will think, okay, I'll keep my expenses low. I'll put my head down. I'll keep my, I'll be humble. I'll really work hard. I'll deliver a very great quality product. The question is, yeah, it'll work out year 1, year 2, year 3. All it takes is one mistake. All it takes is one bad moment. And that's the end of it. See, if you are someone like, I have clients who have over 100 million, 200 million sitting in the bank or in investments. They're just living off the interest. They don't have to work a single day. I personally, I'm telling you, I used to think these people exist only in fantasy movies. They're living off the interest, man. They don't they don't work at all. Many of them are retired. Many of them are just lying on the beach, and they try small things, but nothing way beyond a very big risk. They try small risks. Like they'll throw $100 and see, can I get 110? So, not gambling. Like, you get what I'm saying. And yes, they keep trying. Okay, I'll try this e-commerce store. I'll try this investment. I'll try this cryptocurrency. I'll try this training program. I'll invest with this guy and see, do I get returns? So they have very small, risk portfolio. Very, very small. Now they can afford it because they have millions in the bank and they're living off the interest. But now, what if you don't have that? What if you have enough, but you have to buy, sell, or you have to keep working? In my groups itself, WhatsApp groups, I have this young man who's in his 30s. He purchased a house for, I think, 250,000. And lo and behold, during the boom period, it nearly went to 1 million. Not a joke. 250,000 went to 1 million. He sold it. Very happy. Now he has 1 million lying in the bank. Does he need to worry? Absolutely not. He's at a very good position. His wife is at a very good position. Both are earning a very big package. Does he have to worry? No. In fact, when I spoke to him, he said, Loy, if we work like this for the next 20 years and we save, we can retire. We can live a very simple life and retire. Imagine, he's in his 30s, Indian guy. Luck, right? He married a female also who occupies a very big position. And it was not a calculated decision. He really loved that female. She didn't have a big job that time. But after marriage, she managed to get something very big. In fact, if you talk about celebrity stars, Machedo Culkin, Home Alone star. He starred in Home Alone. And then from the age of 5, I think 4 or 5, he starred in a couple of movies. His parents were smart. They kept the money in the bank. They didn't spend it. They kept it in his, I don't know, trust fund or whatever. So by the time, today if you check, his worth is $18 million. Now the funny thing about him is, he has not worked a single day in his life. You can check his interview with Joe Rogan. He has not worked a single day in his life. From the age of, I think, 10 or whatever. No work. He doesn't know what is work. He doesn't know what it is to report to a boss. He doesn't know what it is to get up on time. Nothing. He has a simple life. Simple expense. He enjoys life. Eats little, drinks little. Doesn't spend on flashy cars or flashy boats or flashy this, flashy that. Is not online. Doesn't attract attention. Enjoying life. That's a good life, right? I'm sure most of you listening to this video would say, man, if I would get 18 million, even I would live like that. I'm sure, who wouldn't? If you'd get millions of dollars in the bank, we would definitely want to live a different life. But the question is, will it happen? And you need to be realistic. If it doesn't happen, then what will you do about it? What will you do? See, right now as I'm speaking to you, there are so many youngsters who want to leave India and want to migrate to, Canada or USA or Australia. There are people in Australia, there are people in Canada, Europe and all that. They want to migrate somewhere else. There are people who are going to try some online business right at this moment. There are people who are going to open up some shop or some outlet. There are people who are getting into partnerships. This saga will continue. Why? Because whether the market is up or down, whether people are making money or losing money, each one is concerned. What can I do? How can I survive? How can I make something? And, those who have to do, they will do it irrespective what people say. Like I tell people, whether market is up, market is down, whether things are good or things are bad, you do what you have to do. That's about it. Don't be bothered about others. But remember, there's a risk. And that risk only you will bear. The pain only you will take. But one has to be very realistic. You have to be very grounded. See, I have a client. He has taken this top position. Young guy. I mentored him. Took 2 years. Now he is earning, I think, 4 times. Not an exaggeration. 4 times the salary. Even I never thought, even when I was mentoring him, I thought we can hope for 1.5 times. That's a maximum. Never thought 4 times. But now he has got at the super high salaries, very good multinational company, incredible perks, amazing life. His life is totally transformed and changed. But now, from that senior position, that managerial position, he's talking about CEO. He wants to be a CEO, wants to be a regional head, wants to be a director. Now, why does he want to do that? Why? Because he has tasted success. What was impossible, he achieved it. He never thought, I never thought. But now, what should I do? Should I blow hot air under his ass and tell him, hey, yeah, man, you can be a CEO, you can do anything. Let's revise the package. You pay me something extra, I'll help you become a CEO. Tempting as it sounds, There's a philosophy that I believe. People are not dumb. Okay, people are not stupid. Now, yes, some people like to drink their own Kool-Aid and like to believe, oh, I can do anything, and they're waiting for someone to blow hot air up their ass. But for me, I like to keep it real because, see, if you play this game, then you'll have problems. So I told him, look, if you're asking, is it possible? Yeah, anything is possible. Tomorrow you can win a lottery ticket. You can earn 1 million, or whatever. You can bump into Elon Musk. Anything can happen. You can become viral. And I mean, Jordan Peterson, look what happened to him. Never thought he would reach there. So, is it possible? Yeah, possibilities are endless. It's like winning a lottery ticket. Like that Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey says, so you're saying there is a chance, even if there is 0.000 whatever. But then one has to be realistic, right? And you cannot achieve success without sacrifice, without dedication, without taking risks, without attempting failure. You cannot. And there is always a price to pay. You can't keep your legs in two boats. You have to choose one. So you can play safe, but at some point you have to take the plunge, whether it's marriage, whether it's business, whether it's whatever. And then there are only two possibilities. Either it'll work or it'll fail. So even with this guy, who was my client, now he wants to be regional director or CEO. Fine, he has to start working towards it. He has to build his personality, build his brand, network, invest money, invest time, improve on his communication skills, his education, his qualifications, his technical abilities. There's so much work to be done. Okay, now after putting all that, there are only two possibilities. Either it'll work or it'll fail. It works, great, he has achieved it. If he has failed, you can give a positive spin and say, at least he tried. But remember, failure is always painful. That is why these companies that invest into R&D because they're hoping they'll get the next big product. Why do you think guys invest in companies which give you big promises? Remember Theranos? Yeah, she was supposed to be the next Steve Jobs. She was making a deep bassy voice. She was dressing up like Steve Jobs. Oh, people make fun and then they eventually... What happened to her? Got fucked, right? And her boyfriend, Balwan, Indian American, whatever. Lost billions, lost everything, right? So everything has a price to pay. Now there are only two possibilities for this guy. Either he'll move to the next level, okay, or he will not. If he does, fantastic. It's like a fairy tale ending. Now I know you must be like, you sound very skeptical. Isn't that wrong? Well, one has to be realistic, man. Just because you won a lottery ticket once doesn't mean you'll win a lottery ticket again. My job is to be grounded. My job is to be practical. Like I said, I'm not going to blow hot air under someone's ass. That is why even boxers, when they have their coaches, if the coaches tell them, oh, you can do anything, impossible is nothing. When you see a boxing match or when you see fighting, this thing, both the athletes believe, I will win. You will never win. They literally believe through every cell of their body that they are the next greatest thing. But to enter, one walks out victorious. Why is it that way? That's a reality of life, no? So that's my job. I keep things grounded, real. What this guy experienced was extraordinary success. The next level will take a Herculean effort. And if he was here, push himself to this level, he'll have to quadruple the effort, dedication, discipline. Just look at your own life. How much do you think you can earn? The same question I asked you when I started the video. How much do you think you can earn? Double? Triple? 10 times? 100 times more? If you're the type who say, yeah, anything is possible, then increase and show me. Right now. Or you'll say, no, it takes time. Okay, then show me. How much time do you need? From 100, push it to 200 and show me. Okay? Then when 200, show me to 300. Then 500. Like that. That's how it grows. It doesn't grow from 100 to 1 million, man. And if anything grows that way, it'll come crashing down also. That's why Bitcoin, property, the banking industry, and quick get-rich schemes always fail. But if you're smart, and you made money quickly and you ran away quickly and vanished, like the early adopters, you'll be in a happy place. Remember that WeWork, what's that, Newman? I hate that guy, I can't stand him. The fraudster, should be arrested. But he managed to con the legal system through the loopholes. Smart guy. Smart guy in a twisted sense. Became a billionaire by conning people. But he had a vision, he had a focus, he knew what he was doing, he achieved his goal. In the end, does he give a damn about what people say? No. Does he care if the world remembers him as a fraudster, as scammer, as unethical guy? He doesn't give two, just doesn't care. He has achieved his dream. He's making his money. He's living his life. Enjoying. End of the day, that is all that matters. Whatever is your goal, have you achieved it? Are you happy? He's happy. So, let me leave you with some food for thought. What is the highest salary that you can earn? What is the highest income? What is the ceiling? At what age do you reach that ceiling, after which, no matter what you do, you cannot succeed? Then once that happens, what do you do next, man? And as you grow older, your options become less and lesser. What do you do then? How do you overcome that? How do you face the reality that, a competitive marketplace with more and more people coming in? You need to put your head up to survive, right? So what do you do? So these are the things you need to keep in mind to survive and sustain. That's how life is. So whatever you got to do it now. Work your ass, focus hard, be obsessed, and give yourself a deadline. Be realistic. You can't do this forever. So tell yourself, I'll do it till this date, or this time, or this age, after which I can't do free, or I can't keep dreaming. Yeah, there are people like Colonel Sanders who achieved greatness at 60. But are you willing to take that gamble? And remember, Colonel Sanders. There's only one in, the generation of civilization. The entire generation of civilization, yeah. One Colonel Sanders. Don't assume you're the next one. There's only one of you, there's only one of me. Don't worry, I'm also asking myself these questions. That's what keeps me grounded every day. That's why I work hard every day. That's why I need to be disciplined, I need to be focused, I need to be realistic. Otherwise, life has a nice way of putting you in place. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree. One life, boss, one life. Make your money. That's it. Do whatever it takes to succeed. Alright? You guys take care. It's me signing off. Chalo, bye.